Welcome to the Scientific Cooking Club, and welcome to our water awareness presentation. Today we're going to explore something very small, but potentially very powerful. It's called molecular hydrogen, H2, the smallest molecule in the universe, and something scientists are now studying for its role in supporting the body and reducing oxidative stress. In the next few minutes, you'll discover what's really in the water we drink, what free radicals are doing inside our bodies, and why more researchers are turning their attention to hydrogen water. This is for education only, but what you learn today might change the way you think about water. And what we're seeing today is part of a much bigger shift. More people are becoming aware that health starts at the cellular level, and something as basic as water can make a real difference. So with that in mind, let's take a closer look at why this matters and what it means for you. Let us understand something very important. Your body is about 80% water. That means almost everything inside you depends on water. Your cells, your organs, your blood, and water does a lot more than we think. It delivers nutrients, keeps your cells working, controls your temperature, and helps remove waste. So when you drink water, you are not just hydrating, you're fueling your body at the cellular level. Now, here's the real question. If your body is mostly water, then the quality of your water really matters. Let me give you a simple example. When you drive a luxury car, you use premium fuel, right? But your body is far more valuable, so, are you giving your body premium water? Then let me ask you, what kind of water are we actually drinking? Because not all water is created equal. In the next few slides, we'll take a closer look at the most common types of drinking water, their pros and cons, and how they may impact your health. Let's start with the most common, tap water. It's convenient, it's everywhere, and it's treated for safety. But here's the catch. To disinfect it, chemicals like chlorine are added, which can affect taste and smell, and after treatment, as water travels through pipes, especially older ones, it can pick up things like lead, copper, or rust. In some cases, there may also be traces of pesticides or industrial chemicals. Well, now, you might understand why some people notice taste or odor issues, and here's something important. Water quality can vary depending on where you live, so while tap water is convenient, it may not always be the best option, which is why many people turn to bottled water. But does that really solve the problem? Because of concerns with tap water, many people switch to bottled water. It's convenient, easy, and available everywhere. But here's the reality. It can be expensive. If you spend about $30 to $50 a month, that's roughly $360 to $600 a year. And that's just for water. There's also the environmental impact, plastic waste, and not all of it gets recycled. Plus, some bottled water may contain microplastics. And here's something surprising. Some bottled water actually comes from tap water, just filtered and repackaged, and when exposed to heat, it can affect water quality. So while bottled water is convenient, it also comes with cost, environmental, and quality concerns. That's why many people turn to filtration systems. But how effective are they? Another popular option is carbon filtration. This includes pitcher filters, French filters, and faucet filters. It's simple, affordable, and easy to use. Carbon filters help remove chlorine, so the water tastes and smells better. But here's the limitation. It's filtration basic. It does not remove all contaminants. Things like heavy metals, bacteria, or dissolved chemicals may still be present. Filters also need regular replacement, otherwise, they lose effectiveness. Some systems are slow, and they don't change the structure or quality of the water, just the taste, and if not maintained, there's even a risk of bacteria building up. So while carbon filtration improves taste, it has limited effectiveness. That's why some people move to more advanced systems, like reverse osmosis. But does that solve everything? Another popular option is reverse osmosis, or RO systems. It's a more advanced filtration, using a fine membrane to remove many contaminants. But here's the trade-off. It also removes beneficial minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium. That's why many people say raw water tastes flat. It also wastes water during filtration, sometimes several gallons for just one, and it requires regular maintenance. Plus, it produces water slowly, so while RO is powerful at removing contaminants, it also removes what your body actually needs. That's why some people look for better options, like alkaline water. But is that the answer? Another popular option today is alkaline water. It has a higher pH and often added minerals. Many people believe it helps balance acidity. But here's what we need to understand. There's still limited scientific evidence for many of these claims, and more importantly, it focuses on pH, but does not directly address oxidative stress or free radicals. It can also be more expensive and requires regular maintenance. And here's something key, your body already regulates its own pH naturally. So if the real issue is oxidative stress, then the question is there something better that actually targets it? This is where things get very interesting, the molecular hydrogen. Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel tired even after a full night's sleep, or experience brain fog, forgetting things, losing focus? For some, it shows up physically, aches in the joints, back, or muscles. Others feel it internally, inflammation, pain, or bloating. And then there are more serious concerns, high blood sugar, high blood pressure, or simply feeling like your immune system isn't as strong as it used to be. Now here's the important part, these are not random problems. Even though they look different, they are often connected at a deeper level. So the real question is, what if all of these symptoms come from one hidden root cause? Because if we find that cause, we stop managing symptoms and start addressing the source, and that brings us to the hidden problem, free radicals. Now let's talk about the hidden problem behind many of these symptoms, free radicals. So what are they? Free radicals are unstable molecules because they're missing an electron. To become stable, they steal electrons from healthy cells, and when that happens, healthy cells become damaged, and those damaged cells can become unstable too. So what you get is a chain reaction. One damaged cell affects another, and over time, this builds up in the body. This is why it's linked to things like low energy, inflammation, slower recovery. Now here's the key, free radicals are normal, but too many becomes the problem. So now you will ask me, where are they coming from? So where do free radicals come from? The answer, everywhere, both inside and outside the body. From the air we breathe, pollution, from cigarette smoke, from daily exposure to electronics and radiation, even from the sun. And here's the surprising part, your own body creates them during normal metabolism. Add to that, processed foods and daily stress. So when you look at all of this, free radicals are unavoidable. But the real issue is not exposure, it's accumulation. When they build up faster than your body can handle, that's when the real damage begins. What happens when they build up inside the body? So what happens when free radicals build up? This leads to something called oxidative stress. Oxidative stress happens when free radicals build up faster than your body can control them. Your body has defenses, but too many can overwhelm it, and when that happens, damage begins at the cellular level. Over time, this may contribute to cellular damage, inflammation, fatigue, accelerated aging. So when people feel tired, inflamed, or not at their best, oxidative stress may be happening behind the scenes, and this is not new. Scientists have studied this for decades. But here's the good news, if free radicals are the problem, your body has a natural defense, and that is antioxidants. So the next question is, what are antioxidants and how do they help? So if free radicals are the problem, how does the body protect itself? The answer is antioxidants. Antioxidants are your body's natural defense system. They neutralize free radicals by giving them the electrons they're missing. So instead of damaging your cells, the chain reaction stops. In simple terms, antioxidants neutralize free radicals, protect your cells, and helps maintain balance, and we get them every day. From fruits, vegetables, vitamins, and natural enzymes. But here's the challenge. In today's world, we're exposed to more free radicals than ever before, so sometimes, our natural defenses aren't enough, which brings up an important question. Are all antioxidants equally effective? So we've seen how antioxidants protect the body, but here's what many people don't realize. Not all antioxidants work everywhere in the body. First limitation: some can't reach inside all cells. They may work outside, but not where damage is inside happening. Second, they may not reach the mitochondria. This is where a lot of free radicals are produced, but many antioxidants can't get there. And third, some antioxidants can lose their power. After neutralizing free radicals, they can become oxidized themselves. So, while antioxidants are important, they're not always enough on their own, and that leads to a very important question. Is there something that can go deeper and work more effectively? This is where scientists started looking at something different: molecular hydrogen. Because of those limitations, scientists started asking, is there something that can work better inside the body? They looked for a molecule with a few key qualities. First, something that can easily enter cells, so it can reach where damage is actually happening. Second, something selective, targets harmful free radicals without disrupting beneficial processes. Third, very small, so it can move quickly throughout the body. And most importantly, it should reach the mitochondria, where many free radicals are produced. And here's what's fascinating. Scientists discovered a molecule that fits all of these, the smallest molecule in the universe, molecular hydrogen. Let's break this down in a very simple way. This slide shows why molecular hydrogen is often called the ultimate antioxidant. First, it acts as a selective antioxidant. Because it's the smallest molecule, it can go deeper into the body, even into places most antioxidants can't reach, like the brain and the mitochondria. Second, it helps improve cellular signaling. That means it doesn't just fight damage, it actually helps your body function better at a deeper level, supporting things like inflammation response, energy, and even healthy aging. And third, instead of just reacting to free radicals, molecular hydrogen helps activate your body's own defense system. Think of it this way: most antioxidants work like firefighters, putting out fires one at a time, but hydrogen helps strengthen your body's entire fire prevention system. That's why we say it's not just another antioxidant, it's a super antioxidant working at a deeper level inside your body. So what makes hydrogen different from other antioxidants? Traditional antioxidants like vitamin C are helpful, but they have limits. They're larger molecules, so they don't easily enter cells, and once used, they can lose effectiveness. Now, here's where hydrogen stands out. It's the smallest molecule in existence, so it can rapidly enter cells. It can even reach the mitochondria, where a lot of damage actually happens, and it may work selectively, targeting the most harmful free radicals. So instead of working only on the surface, hydrogen works deeper, faster, and more efficiently. That's why it's not just another antioxidant, it's a different level. So how do we actually get hydrogen into the body daily? Let's talk about that next. How do we get hydrogen into the body every day? The answer is simple: through the water we already drink. Imagine this: same water, same taste, but now infused with molecular hydrogen. And here's why that matters. Hydrogen is the smallest, most bioavailable molecule, so it can quickly enter your cells and reach deeper areas others can't. So you're not just hydrating, you're hydrating at a cellular level, and supporting your body's natural antioxidant system every time you drink. So now water becomes more than just water, it becomes a powerful delivery system. So how does this machine turn regular water into hydrogen water? Let's walk through it, simple and clear. Step 1. Tap water goes in. Step 2. Filtration cleans it first, removing chlorine, odor, and impurities. Step 3. Electrolysis begins. This splits water into hydrogen and oxygen. Now we have hydrogen, but we need it pure, and this is where the real technology comes in. Step 4. PEM, proton exchange membrane. Think of PEM as a precision filter or a gatekeeper. It allows only hydrogen ions to pass through, while blocking oxygen, contaminants, and unwanted gases. So what does that mean for you? You're getting clean, pure, selective hydrogen, no mixing, no impurities, no shortcuts. And because it uses high-quality materials like solid titanium, it stays stable, efficient, and consistent over time. Step 5. That pure hydrogen is infused back into the water. Now it looks the same, tastes the same, but it's completely upgraded. Step 6. Fresh hydrogen water comes out instantly, best when consumed fresh. Water goes in, cleaned, hydrogen separated, purified by PEM, infused, and ready to drink. Now here's what most people ask. Is this the same as alkaline water machines? Let's look at the difference. So now we come to a very important comparison. What is the real difference between water ionizers and molecular hydrogen water? Because on the surface, they may sound similar, but in reality, they are very different in how they work and in what they deliver to your body. Let's start with water ionizers. Water ionizers primarily produce what is called alkaline water. Now, many companies promote alkaline water by saying it has antioxidant benefits, often based on something called negative ORP. But here's the key issue. Negative ORP does not always translate into real antioxidant activity inside the body. Why? Because once alkaline water enters your stomach, the stomach's natural acidity quickly neutralizes that alkalinity, so whatever alkaline effect it had does not last long enough to provide meaningful antioxidant protection. So while ionizers may change the pH of water, they don't necessarily deliver a reliable or lasting solution against free radicals. Now let's look at molecular hydrogen water. This is completely different. Hydrogen water contains dissolved molecular hydrogen gas, H2, and this is the key, because hydrogen is not working based on pH, it works at the molecular level inside your body. Here's what makes hydrogen so powerful: it can penetrate cells easily. It can cross barriers in the body, even reaching deeper areas, and most importantly, it can help neutralize the most harmful free radicals. Now, this is critical. Not all free radicals are the same. Some are more damaging than others. Molecular hydrogen is known for targeting the most dangerous ones, such as hydroxyl radicals, peroxynitrite, ONU. These are the types of free radicals most associated with cell damage and long-term health challenges. So, instead of reacting randomly, hydrogen works selectively and intelligently. It helps neutralize harmful free radicals without interfering with the body's normal processes. Now, when you put everything together, here's the big picture. Water ionizers focus on changing pH. Molecular hydrogen focuses on neutralizing harmful free radicals directly. So the question becomes, which one actually addresses the root problem? If the real issue is free radical damage, then the solution should directly target free radicals, and that's why molecular hydrogen water machines stand out as the better and more advanced solution, because they don't just change the water, they enhance it in a way that supports the body at a deeper level. So instead of relying on temporary effects, you're providing your body with something that can actively help reduce harmful free radicals. That's why many are now considering molecular hydrogen water as one of the most powerful and practical ways to support the body's natural defense system. So now the final question becomes, how can we start using this in our daily lives for better health and long-term wellness? Let's explore that next. Now let me ask you something. If your body is constantly being attacked by free radicals every single day, and most antioxidants can only do so much, wouldn't it make sense to give your body something that works deeper, faster, and smarter? That's exactly what this is showing you. Molecular hydrogen isn't just another supplement. It's not just another antioxidant. It's a next-level solution. It goes where others can't go. It supports your body at the cellular level. And instead of just reacting to damage, it helps your body defend itself better every single day. And think about this: if this can help support your energy, your recovery, your inflammation, and your overall long-term health, then this isn't just about water anymore. This is about how you take control of your health moving forward. So, the real question is not, does this work? The real question is, how soon do you want to start giving your body this kind of support? Because the sooner you start, the sooner your body starts working for you instead of against you. And that's why so many people today are making the shift. Now, this is where everything we've talked about becomes real. We've discussed the problem, we've uncovered the cause, we've explored the solution, and now, I want to show you how simple it is to bring that solution into your daily life, introducing the molecular hydrogen water machine. This is not just another appliance in your kitchen, this is a daily health system. Every time you use it, you are creating water that is clean, powerful, and ready in just minutes. No complicated routines, no guessing, no mixing, just pressing and drinking. Let's begin with the foundation: clean water. Before anything else happens, the machine filters your water, removing impurities like chlorine, lead, and contaminants. So right away, you're upgrading the quality of what you drink every day. Once the water is purified, it is infused with molecular hydrogen, and remember, this is not just any antioxidant. This is the smallest molecule, able to penetrate deep into cells and reach areas most antioxidants cannot. So now, your water is no longer just hydrating you. It's supporting your body at a deeper level. Think about this: every cell in your body depends on what you consume daily. And now, every glass of water becomes an opportunity to support your cells, help your body manage internal stress, and promote overall balance. And here's something very important: this machine produces pure hydrogen water. No ozone, no harmful byproducts, no unwanted chemicals, just clean, refreshing water you can trust for you and your entire family. This is not experimental. This is tested, certified technology, built with high-quality materials, durable components, and designed for long-term daily use. So you're not guessing, you're investing in something reliable and proven. And here's what makes this truly powerful: it fits into your life effortlessly, simple to use, fast to operate, automatic cleaning, no effort extra required, because the best health solution is the one you'll actually use every single day. This is not just for one person, this is for your household. Every glass you pour is something you can confidently share with your spouse, your children, your loved ones. So now let's zoom out. This is not about buying a machine. This is about changing one daily habit that can impact your body long term, because you already drink water. The only question is, what kind of water are you giving your body? So instead of just drinking water to survive, why not drink water that helps your body perform, recover, and thrive? And now that you've seen what this machine does, the next question becomes very simple: what would it look like for you to have this in your home, starting today? At this point, you might be wondering, what are experts and medical professionals saying about molecular hydrogen? One of the well-known voices in this space is Dr. Stephen Gundry. Dr. Gundry is an American physician, a best-selling author on nutrition, and a former cardiothoracic surgeon. He has spent years studying the relationship between diet, gut health, and overall wellness. In his work, Dr. Gundry has highlighted the potential benefits of hydrogen water. He states, hydrogen water can impact gut health, energy, and recovery, and is considered one of the most overlooked tools in longevity science. What's interesting here is that the focus is not just on hydration, but on how hydrogen may support the body at a deeper cellular level. Experts like Dr. Gundry are paying attention to molecular hydrogen because of its potential role in supporting energy levels, recovery, and overall cellular health. And this brings us back to what we've been discussing. If hydrogen is so small, and potentially so powerful, how exactly do we get it into our water? Another expert is Dr. Ko Oda. Dr. Oda is a pioneer in hydrogen research, with over 40 years of study in this field, and he is one of the most cited scientists on molecular hydrogen. He explains that hydrogen has unique advantages as a medical gas because it is naturally produced in the body, easy to administer, and has a strong safety profile. What's important here is that hydrogen is not something foreign to the body. It is something our body is already familiar with. Now, let's look at another perspective from Dr. Stephen Gundry. Dr. Gundry is a physician, researcher, and New York Times best-selling author known for his work in nutrition and longevity. He emphasizes that hydrogen gas is the smallest molecule in the universe, which allows it to move freely throughout the body, even inside cells, and because of this, hydrogen may help address oxidation and inflammation at the source, where they occur. So what we're seeing from experts is a consistent theme. Hydrogen is not just another supplement. It's a small, naturally occurring molecule that can move throughout the body in ways that many other substances cannot. Another expert is Tyler LeBaron, PhD. He is the founder of the Molecular Hydrogen Institute and one of the leading researchers dedicated to studying hydrogen. He explains something very interesting. As we age, our body's ability to regulate itself, especially at the metabolic level, begins to decline. This can increase the risk of various health issues, and according to his observations, water hydrogen may help support energy levels, inflammation response, and overall cellular protection. What stands out is this idea that it can support the body without many of the side effects commonly associated with other interventions. Now, let's look at another expert, Dr. Nicholas Perricone. Dr. Perricone is a physician and author, well known for his work in aging, inflammation, and skin health. He highlights something very important about hydrogen. That hydrogen has the ability to neutralize the most destructive free radicals, and at the same time, without interfering with beneficial cellular processes. That's a key point, because not all reactive molecules in the body are bad. Some are actually necessary for normal function. So what experts are telling us is this: hydrogen may work in a smart, selective way, helping target harmful oxidative stress, while allowing the body to function naturally. And that's what makes molecular hydrogen so unique. It's not just about adding something to the body, it's about supporting the body where it needs it most. Now let's take a look at insights from another respected expert, Dr. Andrew Huberman. Dr. Huberman is a leading neuroscientist and a professor of neurobiology at Stanford University. He has discussed research on the effects of drinking hydrogen-enriched water regularly. In one study, participants drank about 1.5 liters of hydrogen-enriched water daily for 4 weeks. Here's what researchers observed: key markers such as interleukin-6, which is associated with inflammation, were significantly lowered. This suggests a reduction in inflammation within the body. In addition to that, the study showed overall improvements in cellular health. So what this tells us is that hydrogen water is not just about hydration. It may also play a role in supporting the body at a cellular and biochemical level. And when you start to see this pattern from multiple experts and studies, it becomes clear there is growing scientific interest in the potential of molecular hydrogen. Now, let's hear from one of the well-known voices in health and wellness. Dr. Joseph Mercola highlights something very important about molecular hydrogen. Hydrogen is shown to benefit every organ of the human body, effectively helping to reduce oxidative stress and inflammation. And think about what that really means. We've just talked about how oxidative stress is one of the root causes behind fatigue, low energy, inflammation, and even chronic health concerns. So when something helps address oxidative stress at a deeper level, it's not just about one symptom, it's about supporting the entire body. And this is why more experts, researchers, and even athletes are starting to pay attention to molecular hydrogen. Now let's look at something very interesting. Molecular hydrogen isn't being talked about in wellness circles. It's also being used by elite athletes. Why? Because athletes are always looking for an edge, better recovery, more endurance, faster speed, and sharper mental focus. As you can see here, molecular hydrogen has been associated with athletes such as Tom Brady, Alshon Jeffrey, Devonte Smith, Walt Harris, and Jake Paul. These are individuals performing at a very high level, and they understand that recovery and performance are not just about training hard, they're also about how well the body recovers, repairs, and stays energized. That's one reason molecular hydrogen is getting so much attention. It may help support the body in areas that matter greatly to athletes: recovery, speed, endurance, and even brain function. And if elite athletes are paying attention to what hydrogen can do for performance, then it's worth asking, what could this kind of support do for everyday people like us? Now we've talked about the science, we've heard from experts, but what does this look like in real life? These are just a few examples of what people have experienced after consistently using hydrogen water. Next testimony. James H. Before adding hydrogen water to his routine, one individual shared that his fasting blood glucose levels were typically around 112 to 115. After about 3 months of consistent use along with his normal diet and exercise, his readings improved to around 98 to 102, and not only that, his blood pressure also improved, moving from around 138/88 to 126/82. That's a noticeable shift in important health markers. Second testimony. Maria L. Here's another story. A daughter shared her observations about her mom, who started drinking hydrogen water daily. She noticed that her mom became more mentally present. She was able to follow conversations more easily, recall recent events better, and overall seemed sharper and more alert. And perhaps most importantly, her mouth said that her thoughts felt clearer and less foggy during the day. So what we're seeing here is not just numbers, it's not just lab results. These are real people, real experiences, real changes in daily life, and while everyone's results may vary, these stories give us a glimpse of the potential impact hydrogen water may have when used consistently. Let's look at a few more real-life experiences. These are everyday people, not studies, not theories, just real individuals sharing what they noticed. First testimony. Elena R. One individual shared that before using hydrogen water regularly, her weight was around 158 pounds, and her inflammation markers were slightly elevated. After about 5 months of consistent use, she went down to 147 pounds, and her inflammation marker, known as CARP, improved from 2.8 down to 1.3. But what really stood out wasn't just the numbers. She said she felt leaner, less puffy, and more comfortable overall, and sometimes the changes people notice aren't always measured in numbers. Second testimony. Carlos M. Another individual shared something very simple but very powerful. He noticed fewer sick days, and when he did feel off, he experienced a quicker recovery. And for many people, that alone can make a big difference in daily life. So again, what we're seeing is a pattern, not just one person, not just one result, but repeated experiences of people noticing improvements in how they feel, their energy, their recovery, and their overall well-being. And while results can vary from person to person, these stories help us understand the potential impact of something as simple as improving the water we drink every day. Let me leave you with this thought. Where do you want to be? On one side, you see people who simply live longer, but not necessarily better. They survive, dealing with low energy, relying on medications, managing discomfort day after day, living, but not really enjoying life. And on the other side, you see something very different. People who are not just living longer, but living better. They have energy, they stay active, they enjoy time with the family, they wake up with purpose. They don't just survive, they thrive. Now here's the reality. No one can guarantee perfect health, but what we can do is make better daily choices, because your future health is shaped by what you do every single day. And think about this. You drink water every day, not once, not occasionally, every single day. So the question becomes, what if something as simple as the water you drink could become a daily opportunity to support your body. This is not about a quick fix. This is not about a miracle claim. This is about consistency, because small daily improvements lead to big long-term results. Now let's talk honestly. Is it worth it? What is the cost of low energy every day? Feeling tired all the time? Dealing with preventable health challenges? What is the cost of not taking action? Now compare that to this, a one-time decision that becomes part of your daily routine, supporting you and your family every single day. Because this machine is not just for you, it's for your spouse, your children, your loved ones. It's something that sits in your home, quietly helping every single day. So it's not just an expense, it's an investment in your health, it's an investment in your future quality of life. And here's the truth. You don't feel the impact of bad habits immediately, but you will feel them over time. The same is true for good decisions. So the real question is not, is this worth it? The real question is, are you worth it? Is your health worth it? Is your family worth it? Is your future worth it? Because at the end of the day, you can replace money, you can replace things, but you cannot replace your health. So again, I ask you, where do you want to be? Just surviving or truly thriving? Because the choice starts with the decisions you make today. Let's be real for a moment. This is not just about water. This is about how you feel every single day. Because think about this. Do you ever feel tired even after sleeping in? Low energy throughout the day, body aches, joint pain, back discomfort, brain fog, lack of focus, and for many people, high blood pressure, high blood sugar. These are not random. These are signs your body is under stress. Now, here's the question. What are you doing daily to support your body? Because whatever you drink every day becomes part of you. With hydrogen water, you're not just drinking water, you're supporting your body at the cellular level every single day. That's daily support for your energy, your recovery, your overall wellness. Now, combine that with this, you're already spending money on bottled water, coffee, supplements,
and this is not just
month,
for you.
year after
One
year.
machine serves
So
your
this
entire
is not
family.
you spending. Your spouse,
This is redirecting
your
what
kids,
you already spend.
Everyone benefits. So now you're not just improving your health, you're upgrading your whole household. Financially, typical break-even, 12 to 36 months, potential to offset costs, opportunity to earn rewards, but your health benefits start immediately. Because let's be honest, you can delay buying things, but you can't delay your health. A year from now, you will either feel better, stronger, more energized, or be dealing with the same fatigue, the same aches, the same issues. So here's what I want you to do. Don't wait. Don't overthink. Talk to us today. Get your machine. Start taking care of your health, your family, and your finances. Because in the end, you're either investing in your health now or paying for the consequences later. Now, it's time to take action. Make the wise decision to start protecting and enhancing the health of your whole family. Scan our QR code and discuss more details, including gift boxes and other benefits.